Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday. It is a new month. New month. It is Monday. Good morning, Kels. KK. How is it? Good morning, traders. Thank you, Facial Andrew User. Thank you so much. We got the gold medal to start off this beautiful month, this amazing Monday week. Akeem, Travis, good morning to you. Yes. Trinity, good morning. Everett, Anya, good morning. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Anya with the gold medal. Thank you, Anya, and Facial Blaster. Shelly Stringer. What's up, Kelsey? Well, let's go, Hammer. You gotta get back on. You know what I'm saying, Kelsey? Shelly. Thank you, my Shelly. What's up, JJ Challenger? The Challenger. Tap, tap, tap. Share, share, share. Mr. Dave with the $1.99 super chat over there on the tubes. Don't forget, the super chats are available over there on the tubes. Christian Cruz. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Yes, it is. JDM. Thank you, my brother. TAP, 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 TAP. The real deal. What's up, baby? Let's go. Let's go. We got a new month. IPO. Nice to meet you. Powder. New month. Will this month be like every other month for you? Welcome to all the new VIP traders over the last 3 days. We've had a lot of you. Welcome. Congratulations. Make sure we SHARE the live. Get it out there. Let's go, everybody. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Right now, we're at 6,500 likes. As soon as we hit 10K, we'll start. The goal today is 200,000, as always. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Good Halloween. Did we eat a lot of candy out there? Thank you, my jewels. I appreciate you. Jessica Pelach, how are you? Yeah, a little better. A little better. A little bit of everything, IPO. A little bit of everything. It doesn't matter what the instrument you're trading is. It's all relative. Miss Market, the spy, she runs the show always. Okay? It doesn't matter what you're trading. Miss Market is the boss. Good morning, Hammer. Christian Cruz to the moon. Rangel Marquez. Hello, Rangel Marquez. J.O., welcome aboard. Yeah, I am. I feel better. Why, did I sound that bad on Saturday? I was sick on Saturday. I'm not going to lie. I was woo, and then we had to go away, and we just got back. Good morning. Yes, it is. All right, let's rock and roll. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. All we ask that you do is TAP throughout the live. Share the live out. Donate if and when you can. We got 4 more gold medals on the board. to hit the first goal. We're going to head over to Miss Market here. She runs the show. And as you can see, hour 8 and hour 20 are a little bit far apart now. We talked about this. Remember last week? I said we still have more room to the upside, which we got. And then once we got up here Thursday and Friday, we needed that pullback back to the 8. But as you know, folks, all roads lead back to the 20, okay? So just keep that in mind. Right now here on SPY, we are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone currently here on SPY. As we pull this back, we're going to put some white lines on the board. And what these white lines are, these are major support and resistance levels that you must be aware of, okay, at all times, because you are going to reject off of these levels, all right? On our 5-minute here on Miss Market, we're nice and tight, so that's good, okay? Above 684.77. We want to get over 685, above 685, and we got room up to 687 and 688 here on Miss Market this morning. If we get back under 681.96, though, we have room down to 680.50 and 679 here on Miss Market. So make sure you mark these levels out. We will come back to the SPY multiple times this morning. So if you miss it the first time, don't worry. We will come back to Miss Market, okay? What else are we looking at? The Qs. Candy! Thank you, my Candy. And thank you, Walking and Pop-Pop. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what we got here. Whoops. All right. The Qs. Let's mark this out. Right now, we're in a narrow state on the Qs. We're in position 2 to the upside here on the Qs. As we see coming up the board, we got some pivots. We got a double top up here at 635. So mark that out. We got a double deuce right there at 635 on these Qs. As we pull this back to the execution time frame, we're in a narrow state on the 2. We look good on the 5. The issue is we have major resistance to the upside here. So 634, 635, we have major resistance. Please mark that level down. Above 635 with a retest, you have room up to 636, all right? But under 629, under the whole number here, we have room back down to 626. PLTR. Let's go. Let's go. We got our first wizard of the day over here on YouTube. I'll read that out here shortly. Right now, we are in a narrow state on PLTR. We are in position, the start of position 3 to the upside. You're going to watch your hold numbers here, all right, my traders? 206, 207, and 208. Those are the hold number resistance levels that you have here on PLTR. Coming back down the board, of course, we are going to put in right now our, whoops. Let me get rid of this thing. We're going to put in our candles. That is our current move to the upside right now on PLTR. That is our gap. We have 206 major resistance right here, 207 and 208. Those are the hold numbers, okay? Your 25% retracement levels, the top of this pivot here at 204. Mark that down. Very important, 204. And 203 will be your 50% retracement level. Remember, under 203 here, we're coming back through, okay? If you could hold 203, you can look for another long to the upside. And, of course, at 204, you can look for another long to the upside on the pullback. Don't go chase this to the upside this morning. K. Braden, yes, it is. Thank you for the gold medal. Travis, thank you. J.O. Myvon, Pop-Pop, Candy, thank you very, very, very much. We're going to start putting our rose gold in, my beauties, all right? That's on the board. Let's go. What else is next? Amazon. All right, here we go. The first wizard of the day. Let's go. Are we ready? Are we ready, Old Glory, for the first wizard? The first wizard is Blake M. He's the first wizard of the day. Do you use market structure shifts to know when the market is going to turn, or do you just base your moves off of that? Market structure shifts, folks. We're shifting from left to right, up and down. And you, my friend, are the first wizard of the day. Amazon, let's get to work. This guy thinks we're having earthquakes over here. All right, let's see what we got. Amazon, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Amazon. Under 244, you have room down to 235, okay? Back over 247.50. You will have room up to 249 and 250.50 on Amazon. That nothing more, nothing less, folks. That's all you're going to get. You're not going to get any market shifts. You're not going to get any the sun revolting around Venus and Mars coming back down. You don't have to worry about all that. Good morning, girl mom. Solo can. Good morning to you. Meta. Market shifts. That's a new one. Market shifts. We are in a neutral state. Bearish. We are in position 1. Bullish to the upside here on Meta. Let's mark these levels out. Did everyone do what I asked this weekend? Did you talk to somebody about trading? And did you ask them what the state of their stock was on the last trade they take? Who did that, everybody? Did everyone ask? Market, thank you. Christian Cruz, thank you so much. Hadrian, thank you. Jessica Pilach and Marcus, thank you for all those donations over there on the tubes. Coin is paying $5,000 to the first 7 people that message him. I can guarantee you he won't do that. Thank you for the follows, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you. Walking Hadrian, good to see you. Hims and hers. Bump, 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 bump. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside. Be careful. We got some bearish neutral states, and we've got some bullish positions this morning, all right? So you got to wait it out. Don't go chasing it. By now, you should all know this, right, my beauties? Right, traders? We should all know that. We shouldn't be talking about bogus market shifts. State and position, that's all you need. Right now, we have room up to $47. $47 right here, folks. We have major resistance on hims and hers. Back over $47. You'll have room up to 46, but you have major resistance. Coming back down here, we are going to put in our gap. That's your gap to the upside. Your 50% retraceable level will be right around 46.25. Mark that down, 46.25 here. You want to hold that for some more longs to the upside on hims and hers. Hello, Travis. How are you? Hot hands. Good morning. Let's head over to AMD. AMD, we are in a narrow state. We got no alerts yet, but let's see if AMD can be the first one on the board. AMD, narrow, position 1. But we have the 5-minute 200 right there in our way. Does everyone see that? We don't want to trade into that, my beauties. All right, here we got on AMD. We are in a narrow state above 259.32. We have room up to 262.50 and 267 here on AMD. Yes. We get back under 258.36. We have room down to 254 and 252 on Amazon this morning. Mark those levels down. Nvidia, who was green for the month of October? Who was green for the month of October? Put me in the chat or no in the chat. Who was green? Let's go, my beauties. Thunder. Look at all these VIPers. Me. Yes. Market shifts, baby. You understood market shifts. Good job, everybody. Walmart. Let's go. Thunder. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Walmart. Yes. Thunder. All right, we are in a narrow state here on Walmart. We are in position 1 to the downside. You got room down to $100. Whole number and $99.50 on Walmart, my traders. Okay, so mark that level down. Above 101.52, you got room up to 102. That'll be your first stop. Above 102 with a retest, you have room up to 103.40. Banana. Banana. Boeing, let's go. Bump, 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 bump. What do I think about last quarter for what? The last quarter of a coin, the last quarter of a stock, the last quarter of what? Use your words. Use them. We are in a narrow state on Boeing. We are in position 2 to the upside. Yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are at 46,000 likes. Thunder. Boom, boom. All right, let's see what we got here. Boeing, narrow, position 2. You got room up to 205. First stop here is 205 on Boeing. Mark that down, okay? 205. Above 205 with a retest, we have room up to 210 on Boeing. Back under $200 whole number. Get under that whole number. You have room down to 198 and 197. Economic quarter, who cares? You're worrying about the economic quarter. I'm worried about my setups. That's the difference. Tesla. Only a novice would worry about economic quarters. And I mean that to really help you, okay? Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. We are in a neutral state on Tesla. We are in the whip zone on Tesla. Yes. Let's mark out our major support and resistance. All right, above 457.51 here on Tesla, you have room up to 467. Mark that down. 467, back under 448. We have room back down to 441 on Tesla. 441 is your stop and your support. Only Dan, Shelly Stringer, the title gifter of the roses, Christian Cruz walking. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. TAP, TAP, TAP. Oracle. It's all right. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We're in position 2 to the upside here on Oracle. We're flirting with this 5-minute 200. We're going to come back to that in a second and talk about that, okay? So just sit back and hold on, my beauties. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here we go. On Oracle, you are in a narrow state. You are in position 2, okay? You have support with the 200 under you here at 240, 264, 70, 265 area. You got room up to 270 on Oracle, 270. Mark that down. Back under 260.66, you have room down to 257. MSTR, let's see what we got. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. MSTR looks a little delicious here this morning. Yes. Oop, excuse me. All right, MSTR, you are in a narrow state. You're in position 1 to the downside. You have room down to 262 and 254 here on MSTR. Back over 271.11, we got room up to 277 and 282 on MSTR. Let's go. We got a tap. We got roses. Let's hammer these roses out of the board. Intel. Intel, right now, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 1 to the upside here on Intel. We're going to mark out these levels for you. Stand by. Stand by. All right, here we go on Intel. We got room up to $40.79, $41 area here on Intel, okay? $41. Back under $39.70, you have room back down to $39.22 and then $39. Hold number. John Cruz over there on the tubes, the $2 super chat. Thank you, my John Cruz, and for you, of course, QBTS. Yes, you send super chats over there with the symbol, and we will do you immediately, okay? We're off to Neverland. QBTS, we're going to mark out our major support and resistance. All right, here we go. QBTS, we are in a neutral state. 37.45. You have room up to 39.50 here on QBTS. Be careful, John Cruz. You are in a neutral state already, all right? Back under 36.13. You have room down. Get under the hold number. $35 and $34 here on QBTS. Let's go. Yes, it is. Brian C. is in the hizzle. Good pre. Let's go. GLD. Let's see. My hand off the Neverland. Right now, we are in a neutral bearish state. We're in position 2, bullish to the upside here on GLD. As we sit back, we're going to mark these levels out for you right now. On GLD, you got room up to 371. That'll be your first stop here on GLD. 371. Above that with a retest, you have room up to 373.50. What do we mean by a retest, my beautiful traders? Well, as this is coming up, we do not trade into a 371. We do not ever enter into a hold number. We want to get over the hold number, okay, to the upside. We want to get over that hold number. Let me put my hefty. You can get in here. Right here for a move up to 373.50, or you are going to wait for your pullback, my beauties, and then you're going to get in on this major event to the upside, whoop, 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 up to 373.50. Too many people are chasing, all right? You don't want to be a chaser. What do I mean by a chaser? I'm going to show you right now. You see a stock move up, and you're all the way up here, and you're saying what? What are we saying? What are they all saying when they enter right here? What are they all saying? We're going to the moon. You're not going to the moon. You're going to reject right into 374 and get a pullback. So while you're trying to go to the moon, you could have waited for the pullback. And let me show you. Here comes your rejection. Whoop. Where is it? Wait a minute. Here comes your rejection. Boom, boom. And then you could have entered right over here and saved yourself all that heartache. How many of you chasing here? Put me. You're welcome, Aviation. Good to see you. How many of you chasing here? Be honest with yourself. Hillary, there she is. Thank you. How many of you chase? Don't hide it. You know you would get in right here, going to the moon, third green candle, okay? But you got to be careful. To the downside here on GLD. Now, coming back down, if we come back through the wickets here, you can enter right there, okay? But we are not entering. I hate when that happens. Hold on. We are not entering down here for a short, traders. You're not entering. There's something called market cycle. And the market cycle, what it's going to do, it's going to bring you back up this way, okay? Then you're going to wait and come back down this way. When we start entering and chasing is when we have our losses. All right, and we start to panic on pullbacks because you don't know market cycle. So when you see these pullbacks, you panic and you get out and you lose when you shouldn't have lost. And then what happens? The trade goes anyway, and you say to yourself, shoot, it went without me. How many times have you said that in your mind? It went without me. Javar, good to see you. All right. Coin. Well, it didn't go without you. You just don't know what you're doing. All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 on the Coin-a-Rooney here. Nice and tight on the 5. We're going to put coin on watch. We got our first alert of the day. It comes by the way of the Coin-a-Rooney. Yes, it is. So let's see what we got here. Watch out for coin. You're going to get something delicious here today, all right? All right, on coin, you have room down to 334 and 328 on coin. All right, back over 351.67. Please watch your $352 hold number. Then you got room up to 361 and 374 on coin. It's on watch. Coin is on watch. Microsoft. We are at 64,000 taps only. We should be at 100 by now. So please, let's have a tap blitz before we continue with Microsoft. Let's go, tap blitz, everybody right now. TAP, TAP, over there on the tubes, Mr. Day. Get them fired up over there. TAP, TAP, TAP. Josephina Nina. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bye. Good to see you. Bernard. Good to see you, Bernard. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Jake, thank you so much, Jake. Appreciate it. Papa Yoda, thank you so very much, Papa Yoda. Good to see you. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Yes, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. And if you want to learn how to trade, like really learn how to trade, stop all the nonsense, stop chasing all these other people. They charge you $1,000, $500 for this, $300 for that, $200 for this, that, alerts. That don't work. You've been there. You've done that already. It's time to come learn how to trade for real. You're going to head over to the VossTrading.com. Now, look, this may work, everybody. Look in the chat. Tell me if this works, okay? That is where you're going to go to learn how to trade. I don't know if that's going to work. Somebody else try to type that in just the way I did it and put it in the chat. Tell me if it works. No www, just theVossTrading.com. Put that in the chat. There it goes. That's where you're going to go, my beauties. Does everybody see that? To get into the VIP, you're going to learn how to trade for real. No more alerts. Stop worrying about and relying on other people. Stop the bullshit, okay? Microsoft, narrow state, position 1. On the 5-minute, we have room up to that 5-minute 200. 526. We're going to come back to this in a second because we got a lot of 200 resistance up here. All right. We got a lot of 200 resistance up here on Microsoft. As we pull this back here on Microsoft, we got room up to 526, 529 on Microsoft. Back under that whip zone of 516 and 75, we have room down to 513 and 511. Please mark those levels down. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, only Dan, I see it. Good job. Good job, only Dan. That is where you're going to go to get into the VIP. MU. Bum, 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 bum. All right, right now we are in a narrow state. We're in position 2 to the upside here on MU. We got to watch that pivot up top there, okay? All right, let's do MU. This is important. Get your pens and papers out. That is our move to the upside. All right, 232. We have major resistance. We are in a narrow state, okay, here on MU. You want to wait for the pullback on MU. Back to around 230, first stop, or 228. 228 will be your 50% retracement level. 230 will be your 25% retracement level. At the open, we are not chasing this to the upside. All right, we need the pullback. How many of you now are waiting for the retest? Put yes or no in the chat. How many of you are waiting for the retest? We are not chasing this to the upside. You are entering on the pullbacks. Does everybody understand that? When we chase to the upside is when we lose to the upside. When we wait for the pullbacks is when we win to the upside, okay? That's our gap up. We're not chasing this up. We are waiting for the pullbacks, and that's where we're entering on back to the upside. Okay? Above 230, 239, watch your whole numbers coming back up the board, 233 and 234. We know where our 50 and 25% retracement levels. Under 221.77, we have room down to 218.83, 219 AVGO. Let's do it. So on AVGO here, my beautiful traders, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 here on AVGO. The issue you have is at 375, you have your 5-minute 200. Anytime you get the granddaddy of them all paired up with the whole number, don't do it, okay? Don't trade into it. Not going to go anywhere. So AVGO, you want to get above 375 to the upside. We need to get over 375, okay? With confirmation. Then we have room up to 379. Everybody got that? Above it with confirmation. We do not hammer on this to the upside. That is your confirmation to the upside, or wait for your pullback, all right? Back under the whip zone of 369.38. Coming to the downside here, we wait for confirmation. We get under 369. Then we could take our short to the downside with confirmation, or you are going to wait for your pullback and another move down to 362.50. That's where patience comes back into play. If you have no patience, trading is not for you. NQ. It will wreck your soul. Same thing with NQ here, my beauties. All right. You all thought we were going to the moon? No. All roads come back to the 20. So remember that as you're trading today. We all come back to the 20. Do we got that? All roads come back to the 20. Not some roads. All roads. All right. Here on NQ. Above 26,181, you have room up to 26,276.50. Back under 26,131.93, you have room down to 26,090.50 here on NQ. Madan and Marcus, thank you so much. My candy with the turkey face. It is Thanksgiving season. Yes, it is. Thank you, everybody. Candy, Marcus, Jake, Sue, Felicia, Ed, Chad, TAF, Jake, Myvan, Jessica, Piloch. Thank you so much. IWM coming up, Madan Bandari. All right, what do we got here on IWM? Well, let me ask you, okay? Let me ask you what we got on IWM. What state are we in? What position are we in on IWM? You tell me. You tell me, traders. What state and what position are we in? ANGX. We'll do that, Bronson. Very good, Sue Felicia. VIP right there. We're neutral. And we're in the whip zone on IWM. Yes, it is. Your 5-minute, nice and tight. At the open here on IWM, you're going to need about 10 minutes, okay? Then we should get something nice out of IWM. As we put in our major support and resistance levels right here on IWM. Stand by. Neutral, whip zone. Above 247, we have room up to 247.69, 248 area. Here on IWM, then 248.33. Back under 245.37, you have room down to 243.67, and then 241.50. Uber. Sorry, Mr. Dave, I missed you. We're going to get your Uber right now. We are at 95,000 likes. Who's tapping over there? Put me in the chat. Who's tapping? Don't forget, I can see who taps. I can look it up, so don't you lie. Uber, narrow state, position 1 currently on Uber. 5 minutes nice and tight. And here it comes, everybody. Listen. Alert, alert. We got an alert out for Uber and Coin. Those are the 2 ones right now. Uber and Coin. Those are the golden gooses right now here. We are in a narrow state, position 1. You got room up to $97.72 and $98, then $98.50 here on Uber. Back under the whip zone, of course. We don't know if we're going up or down. Miss Market will tell us that. Under $96.44, you have room down to $95.40 and then $94 hold number here on Uber. Uber's on watch. You could also put Coin on watch with that for an alert. SoFi. When I'm with you. All right, folks, we are in a narrow state here on SoFi. We are in position 1 also with a SoFi. SoFi, narrow state, position 1. There's no alert on this one. That rhymed. Did you guys hear that? That rhymed. All right, here we go on SoFi. Narrow position 1, you have room up to 30.23 and 31.50 on SoFi. Mark that down. All right. Now, I want you to take a look at this, my beautiful traders. Is it smart to go long into 30.23? Are we going to chase this to the upside? No, wait for your pullback, because once you get that pullback, you have a lot of room up to 31.50. Boom. See the difference? Amateurs enter here. Good traders enter here. That's the difference. This is a patient trader here. This is a not patient trader there. Does everybody see the difference? Major, 2 different traders right there. Major different traders right there. I mean, it's not even close. Okay? This used to be you, VIP. You used to be on this side. You're on that side. Because here's the difference. Are you ready? When you enter here, you don't have a chance to put a break-even trade in. You have no way of putting your break-even in here. When you enter here, I guarantee you'll be able to put your break-even in. See the difference? Okay? SoFi, under $28.84, you have room down to $28 hold number. That is the goal, folks. We have no control over our winners in the market. 0. Once you enter, you have no control over it anymore. The only thing we control is risk management. And for a lot of amateurs, when you lose a trade, it doesn't go your way, you can't get out of it because of ego. So you hang on and pray for dear life. And that's why your losers get so big. Hadrian Sue, yes it is. Thank you, Nvidia. And in the beginning, that's normal to do that. So if you're a new trader right now and you're hanging on for dear life all the time, that's normal. All right? That's just desperation. All right, Nvidia right now, here on Nvidia, we're going to put Nvidia on watch. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2. I like the setup here. On Nvidia, not saying we're going up, but we are going to put our major support and resistance levels in, okay? Hold on tight, my beauties. Here's what we got on the vids of Nvidia. Currently, right now, we have a move to the upside that looks like that. Right here underneath us, we have a triple bottom as support. We also got a hold number of 208. All right? Ding, ding, ding. You have room up to 212. You're in a narrow state. You look good on the higher time frames. 212 to the upside. Now, of course, if we go this way to the downside, what do we know here? We know we have to stay above 208. Why? That's a hold number. It's also a triple bottom right there. We got to stay under 208. Now, traders, I need you to listen, okay? This is important. You come back down here under 208, you have to make sure you come back down to the 50% retracement level, which is going to be 206. Mark that down. Because then you could take another long to the upside with an event, because you will be far away from the triple top now, which will be 208. It was once a triple bottom. Right now it's a triple bottom. When you get under it, it now becomes a triple top. You can't take your trade at the 25% retracement level. You won't have room for a 1-to-1 up to 208. You understanding me here? But if you get under the 50% retracement level here of 206, then you're coming back through this way. So it's on watch. It's going to make a nice move. We just don't know if we're going to hold 208. Okay? Do we got that, everybody? 25% retracement level. We do not want to take a long into a triple top. Wait for it to get deeper into your 50% at 206. If you get confirmation, let me get all this out of the way for you. If you do get confirmation at the open above 208, then you can beat on that drum up to 212, okay? This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. Coin. That's the difference of somebody who's been looking at charts for a long time and has lost on a setup like that before versus somebody who's brand new. So this is why you must trade the market in your simulators every single day. So you start learning this. No book is going to tell you that. Here we go. We are in a narrow state on coin. We are in position 1. You got room down to 334 and 328 on coin. All right. We're narrow on coin. 5-minute looks delicious. Above 351.67, you have room up to 361. When coin makes a good move, up or down, don't come crying to me. I already put it on alert, and we'll do it again. XOM. There's nobody teaching you what I just taught you right there. Nobody. They're going to tell you to look at RSI, MACD, the Pony Express. Ain't going to work, folks. RSI is not going to tell you that. Sorry. No. Not today. Not any day. All right, here we go on XOM. We are in the whip zone. We are in a neutral state. Do we want to go long, traders? Do we want to go long into that resistance right here? Ding, ding, ding. We get a green candle. Are we going long into that 115 disaster? Who wants to go long into that brick wall? Anybody? Not me, says the fly. I want to get over 115.43 with a move up to 116 and then 117. Confirmation, retest. We don't trade into resistance. You're not going to go anywhere. All right? Back under 113.86, you have room down to 112.50. This is the perfect example, traders, right here. That we do. Remember the front door? You want to open your front door to walk out the door. You don't want to, head towards your front door. Say, all right, we're going out for dinner tonight. Boom. You don't want to try to walk into the front door to get out. This is walking into the front door. This is opening the door and having room up to 116. All right? Should I do it, everybody? Should I do it? I'm gonna pin it, okay? Do we need to do it? Yes or no? I'll let you guys decide. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. We got our second wizard of the day, everybody. Stand by. Stand by. Are we ready? Brought to you by the Mutants of Mutantville. Clip Nation, you are the second wizard of the day. You just took the title from the last wizard. Voss is your trading strategy, institutions, order flow. Only the wizard knows. Congratulations to you. What's next? Apple? You got it. We're going to head over to Apple now. Apple, right now, we are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone currently here on Apple. Alrighty. 5-minute looks pretty good on this. Doesn't look great, but it looks all right. All right, we're going to put in our major support and our resistance levels in currently. Apple, we know we are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone. Under 269.95. Look to your left. You got a clearing. You want a nice elephant clearing bar. Then you have room down to 266 on Apple, okay? Back over 272.63. You will have room up to 274 on Apple. Amazon, yes. We had 2 Grand Wizards today. Well, no, we had 2 Wizards. We haven't had a Grand Wizard yet. Have you guys ever met the Grand Wizard? There's the Wizard, and now we implemented the Grand Wizard. Right now on Amazon, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Amazon. We are going to mark out 258. Oh, you guys want that Grand Wizard, don't you? That's going to make the TikTok world rock and roll, baby. Oh, yes, it is. That's your gap to the upside. All right, you're in a narrow state. You're in position 2 up there, starting to get into position 3. Watch your hold numbers going up. We are not shorting this. We're not putting this on watch the short because we're in a narrow state. You won't have that momentum to the downside. So the only thing you can do currently right here is map out 256 and map out 253. 253 is going to be your 50. 256 is going to be your 25 for a move back and a possible long, okay? Under 253, let's look for that patient setup, retest back down to 250.50. Okay, traders, mark that down, please. What else are we doing, my beauties? Currently, we are at 136.5 thousand likes. Are we going to do 200? All right, here's one thing I want from all of you. Are we ready? I want everyone to put in the chat, based on what you see this morning, and I'm going to check it for you. What are you watching? What symbol? Go. What symbol are you watching? Coin and Nvidia. Coin's good. All right. I hope that was based off of you and not me. Nvidia is good. I hope that's based off of you and not me. You see on Nvidia now, we are under that triple top. We're under it now. All right. We are under that triple top. So we have to get back over that with a retest or a move to the upside. Do not trade into it. A SPY put. Let's take a look at Miss Market. So currently right now, SPY, you are in a neutral state in position 1. You are not looking for anything to the downside right now here on Miss Market. We got room up to 687 and 688. All right. We got to get under 681.96. So let me break this out for you to save you some pain. If we start getting this to the downside, you're not chasing this for puts or shorts. All right. We need to get under 681.96. We need to retest it. Why do we need to retest it? Does anybody know? Tell me why we need to retest a move to the downside. Who knows why? This is an advanced question. Let's see who gets it. I'm interested to see who pays attention. Why must we it's an automatic retest on this one. Why? No, nope. You're close. You guys are almost close. We're guessing now. We're guessing. There it is. Sue Felicia. Boom. Another VIP here. Because you are in a bullish neutral state. So by the time we retest this to the upside, we will be in a narrow state. Everybody understand that? And then good job, Sue. I'm proud of you. Excellent, 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 excellent. You want this right here because you'll be narrow. And then you're going to get your good move to the downside. If you try to do it here, you're still in a bullish state. You're going to have to live through the pullback, but you don't know what kind of pullback you're going to get. Nobody knows. All right? Good job, Sue. Dell. And this is what separates a good trader from a bad trader. You see, there is skill in trading. We don't just guess. We don't just say, it's 3 red candles to the downside, it must be going down. No, that doesn't mean that at all. Okay? Here we go on Dell. Yes, the VIP is open, everybody. If someone can put it into the chat, just do, I'll show you. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com. You can click the link in my YouTube and TikTok bios. All right. Or you could just type in www.thevosstrading.co. COM, and that'll get you there too. We're going to put it in the chat here for you right now. We have to break up the COM, but you know to put it together, okay? Dell currently right now, we are in a neutral state on the Dell. We are way up there in position 3 on Dell. Let's get our major support and resistance levels in here. 168, we got a whole number and a pivot up there on Dell. So stand by here. This is going to be an important one. All right, here's what we got on Dell. Are we ready, my beauties? Are we ready? We got this gap. Took me all night long. That's the gap to the upside. Are we going to chase this to the upside? Are we going to chase this into 168 whole number and 1 hour pivot? No. We have to get over 168 with a retest for a move to the upside, okay? Got it? Good. Only thing we know right now is what? Our retracement level. 167 and 165. What are they? What's 167 and 165 right here? What are these two lines? This is all we know right now. What are they? Madan, thank you. Shelly Stringer, yes, it is. She is the title gifter. Bill Boyle, thank you over there. April Stapleton, Sue, Shelly Stringer's on a roll. Marcus, ED, Candy, Chad, IAF. Thank you for all those beautiful donations. 25 and 50% retracement level. Okay, so you can get a move to the downside, but do you want to take a 25% retracement level long into 168? Are you going to have a 1-to-1 there? No. Get back down to 165, and then you could take a trade up to 168. Under 164.65 right here with a retest, that is a 1 hour pivot. You're coming back down to 162. All right, so you must know these things, my traders. Under 160.88, you have them down to 158. There's no RSI, MACD, Bollinger Band, oscillators that are going to tell you that. Not going to happen, okay? And I don't want to see you lose. I want to see you win. I want to see you win. I want you every month to come back to me and say, Voss, I was green this month. I was green this month. I was green this month. I don't want you to say, I was green today. I was red yesterday. I was green today. I was ready. The days are meaningless. You have to base off your success monthly, not daily. Google. Good job, Kaya. Good job over there. Mr. Dave, we took care of you. Good job, Ricardo. Good job, Fit Wakely. UNH, I got you. Did we pick things up and put them down today yet? All right, right now we are in a narrow state on Google. We are in position 2 to the upside on Google. Google's on watch. Alerts here on Google. We look delicious. I got this one on watch here at the open. I'll be looking at this one very, very carefully here. All right, so let's mark these out. I like what I see here on Google out of everything right now. We got room up to 286 on Google. 286 to the upside. Above 286 with a retest, you got room up to 290.50. Back under the whip zone of 279. Get under the whole number. We have room down to 276 on Google. Google is on watch. Major watch. What else are we looking at? NQ. Can I help a complete noob? A lot of our VIP traders are complete noobs. You ask them. Ask them. Mr. Dave, can we help complete new people? Completely new at trading? All right, NQ, we know we got room up to 267, 276.50. We just rejected off of it. Okay? That's the level. You're seeing it live. We just put that in a little earlier ago. Back under 26,132, you have room down to 26,090.50. Remember, folks, all roads lead back to the 20. Let it come back to the 20. Do not chase this to the upside. All roads come back to the 20, okay? So Amazon spiked to 257 pre-trade. You mean pre-market? Is that going to collapse soon after the market opens, you think? Well, let's go to Amazon. Don't guess. You're guessing. That means that you don't know what you're doing. The one thing I can tell you about Amazon is that this is our move to the upside, okay? That's currently our gap up. Above us, we have hold numbers here. We have major resistance, 258, 259, 260. We are in a narrow state on Amazon. Would I try to short this to the downside? No. We are narrow. What I will wait for is a pullback on this. Will I hold 254? Will I hold 252? Those are the key retracement levels. If I can't hold 252 at a retest, I know I'm coming back through. If I can hold them with an event, I would take a long up there, back to 258. All right? That's all you can know right now. SoFi, let's do. Oh, UNH and then SoFi. Folks, you got to know what you're doing, okay? If you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to lose your money. I hate that. I mean, I'm going to be the voice of reason here. You got to learn how to trade. There's no other way around it. You got to take the time and months and years to learn how to do this. You're not going to get rich quick. It won't happen. Right now, we're in a narrow state. We're in position 1 to the downside on UNH. There's no oscillator. There's nothing that's going to make that happen for you. If anyone is selling you any type of bot or oscillator, they don't know what they're doing either. They're desperate. They're more desperate than you are, okay? Above 342, you have room up to 347 and 353.50 here on UNH. You are in a narrow state on UNH on the 2-minute. You do have room down to 333, under 332.68 with that retest. You have room down to 322. SoFi from Ikea, you got it, baby. Thank you, everybody, for those follows. If you're here for the first time, we're on every day, Monday through Sunday. Right now, you have room on SoFi up to 30.23 and 31.50. Mark those levels down. Under 28.84, you have room down to $28. Shelly Stringer. Help Shelly out with those roses, my beauties. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, it is. Let's go. RBLX, Roblox. So my daughter lost her first tooth over the weekend. She lost her first tooth, and the tooth fairy came, and she opened it up, and she got $20. That was a nice tooth fairy, don't you think? $20. I got like a stick of gum. I got a stick of gum. What'd you guys get? All right, we are in a narrow state on RBLX. We are in the whip zone here on RBLX, okay? We got room above 114 on RBLX. You have room up to 119, okay? Currently, right now, you're in position 1 to the downside. You have room down to 111 and then 108 on RBLX. You got Costco and McDonald's, Christy, when you lost your tooth? Tia! There she is, my Tia. Me and Don were just talking about you. He was on TikTok the other day. I shared it to you. Did you get it? Tia Cole. Also, Tiani. Yes. Good to see you. Good to see you. I got to tell him. PLTR. Currently on PLTR right now, we are in a narrow state. We're in position 2. We have support here at 204. You have room up to 206 and 207. Back under 204 here. All right, we have room back down to 201.50. Good job, everybody. Good job. Roll call. Are we ready for a roll call? Andrew, Facial Blaster, Shelly Stringer, yes. JDM, Christian Cruz to the moon. User, Anya Spots. Who else do we have here? Candy, Walking, Pop, Hadrian, Market Cap, K. Braden, J.O., Myvin, thank you so much, Myvin. Only Dan in the UK, Esther Lopez, Brian C., Gurpreet, Hillary, Josephina, Sue Felicia, Jake, Madan. Always Madan, Bill Boyle, April Stapleton, Hadrian Rodriguez, Jules Swims. Yes, it is. Bill Boyle, thank you so much. Lebanese Eagle, I appreciate you. R.A. Baye, thank you so much. Let's see. Who else did we miss? R.A. Thank you, R.A. I'll make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Mr. Dave Powder. Yes, it is. Thank you, Mr. Dave, over there on the tubes for holding down the fort. Folks, get in that VIP. Let's teach you how to trade. We have VIP live training by me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And you have access to all the education videos, over 70 hours worth. And you have access to the course material as well. Good to see you. Start the month off right. New month, new week. Be patient. Watch Google. Watch Google. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. VIP, we'll see you in the chat here in about 3 minutes. Watch Google. Let's see what Google is doing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.